Alrighty guys, let me get this situated here. There you go. Alright, we're here for a live stream yet again here on the YouTube channel. So let me pull up chat here on my phone. There we go. Alright. So go to models and we'll open up the SPC page. But how's everybody doing on this Saturday? But we do have that day 5 slight risk issuance here for parts of Texas, Oklahoma, and a very tiny sliver there of northwestern Louisiana, and then western Arkansas is in that slight risk for Wednesday. I'll be going over the discussion here. So, let's see. On Tuesday, a mid-level trough will move eastward across the desert southwest as southwesterly flow remains in place over the southern plains. As the trough approaches Tuesday night, scattered elevated thunderstorms will be possible from the Red River northeastward into the mid-Mississippi Valley. From Tuesday night into Wednesday, a moist air mass will spread northward from east-central Texas into the Arklatex and Ozarks. Thunderstorm development will be possible near the boundary from central Oklahoma into southern Missouri during the day on Wednesday. And further southeast across the warm sector in the afternoon and evening, model forecast continues to show a moderate instability ahead of the front. In addition, a mid-level jet streak is forecast to pass through the southern plains during the afternoon, creating a deep layer shear sufficient for severe storms. Supercells with damaging winds and isolated large hail will be a possibility. Model solutions are in a better agreement this run, suggesting severe threat will be a bit further east than was previously forecasted. For this reason, the severe threat has been adjusted eastward across the Arklatex. So, I'm going to put something in chat here so I can make sure chat works. Hopefully it does work, because, yeah. So, and then Thursday, day 6 through Saturday, day 8, excuse me. On Thursday, the shortwave trough is forecasted to move through the mid-Mississippi Valley as the cold front advances southeastward into the Arklatex and mid-Mississippi Valley. I kind of lost track here. Thunderstorms will be possible near the front during the day into the evening. Deep layer shear and instability are forecasted to be somewhat limited, which should keep things very marginal for any kind of severe threat. From Thursday night into Friday, southwesterly mid-level flow is forecasted to strengthen over the south-central states, and response to moisture advection will likely continue over the southern plains. As moderate instability redevelops across much of the southern plains, scattered thunderstorms should form over parts of this air mass Thursday night from west-central Texas and going into northeastward into parts of the central plains. The potential for storm development should continue into Friday along the northern edge of the moist air mass from central or north-central Texas and to the Ozarks. Although severe threat could develop over parts of the southern plains and Ozarks Friday afternoon and evening, there is considerable uncertainty regarding the model solutions. On Saturday, an amplified upper-level trough is forecasted to develop over the western United States as mid-level flow becomes southwesterly from the Gulf states in the mid-Mississippi Valley. A moist air mass is forecast over much of the Gulf Coast states where scattered thunderstorms will be a possibility during the day. Although a severe threat could develop during the day, uncertainty is high concerning the placement of a more concentrated severe threat area. So that is your discussion for the day 4 through day 8 severe threat. Now we'll be taking a look at the GFS and see what that shows. We're going to be actually taking a look at the 500 millibar wind speeds. So this is 18Z's coming in right now. So I went live at a pretty good time. I do want to do some model comparisons compared to last night because, let's see. Looks a little more amplified to me. Not really. Looks generally the same. A little bit westward. A little bit of a slower progression on our trough. Um, what's our instability looking like? Have we seen any uptrends? I mean, this is going into Wednesday. I mean, yeah. The Illinois threat has kind of uptrended here lately, as of late. Because last night, you know, we were sitting around like 800. Now we're up to like, what was it? Above 1,000 joules per kilogram. So that is looking pretty good for the instability. Let's go look at Super Composite. Yeah, I mean, Oklahoma looks pretty good for severe weather. Um, for parts of Oklahoma, going into Wednesday. Oh, actually, this is going to be a, yeah. So this is looking like a pretty good threat. We're gonna have a lot of capping in place, but depending on areas where we could see a the cap break, that's where we could probably see some stronger storms and break the cap basically. Um, by no means this looks like a very significant threat, but it is something to keep an eye on, especially if you're in the Ozarks or especially Texas and Oklahoma, because this is definitely looking like, you know, a threat. Uh, Definitely a threat to monitor here as we go in the next few days. Um, I do want to take a look at Thursday because I've been seeing a lot of. I mean, yeah, Thursday looks pretty good as well for severe weather. Let's see here. Let's go look at the trough. Yeah, we got a pretty good mid-level trough here. 9Z rep, STP glazing my house. Oh, really? Hold on, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look. You said 9Z. Let's go at instability here first. Okay, where exactly? Hold on. Let's look at simulated reflectivity first. Alright, that's cool. What does Supercell Composite show? Okay, let's not pull a sounding in the Gulf of Mexico. Let's see. Come on, any minute. Wow. Oh my days. So our shear is pretty weak, but our wind profile looks a little wonky. Nothing much, but man. Temperature dew point spread looking good. Cape could do better. Our effective inflow is alright. Lap sorts are okay. Very mid. We do have an analog though for 2001, which is interesting for a weak tornado, but that is weird. Why would that do that? Hold on, let's take a look at the NAM. See if that shows really anything too. Yeah, the NAM doesn't even want anything, honestly. How about the HRRR? 18Z. Yeah, HRRR doesn't really. Well, I would honestly have to keep an eye on tomorrow night, because we might see something develop out here in Oklahoma tomorrow night. But the HRRR does indeed fire. Look at that. It does indeed fire a few miniature supercells. That's interesting. Because we do have Kate. I mean, not much, but certainly enough to do something. Yeah, I mean, pretty okay environment. However, I mean, it could be definitely a sleeper threat, honestly. A localized sleeper threat. What are dew points looking like? Yeah, dew points, I mean, yeah, this looks very mid in my opinion, but we're going to have a boundary out here uh, uh, boundary. So we'll see those storms can fire off that boundary tomorrow night. This is going to be for Sunday night, which is tomorrow. And as you can see, they don't even have a marginal. I almost said moderate. Because this is for today, tomorrow. Yeah, they don't even have a marginal. I do want to see what they mention anything here. They do say there is a low chance of a strong thunderstorm across central Oklahoma during the evening hours, uh, per latest RRFS solutions, which depict better low-level moisture buoyancy into Oklahoma and are aligned with recent RAP solutions environmentally. However, the consensus, I definitely butchered that, among the HREF members and calibrated guidance is that the RRFS's outlier solution, which substantially limits confidence in the severe potential. Yeah, you sent it in the GC. Flooding risk. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. But anyways, let's take a look back at the 18Z GFS here. Zoom out here. Let's go back to look at the 500 millibars. So that drop's gonna move out. We're having another one, but this is gonna be a little too far north to do really anything. But you're gonna have Cape, a lot of Cape actually. I mean, a widespread area of Cape. This is gonna be for, my goodness, next Friday. But I mean, yeah, we're gonna be in an active period for severe weather. I'm definitely curious to see what Thursday night does. Because we're gonna have Cape. Yeah, we're gonna have Cape, guys. Look at this. Thursday night, we're gonna have pretty good Cape. And our low-level jet is gonna be somewhat cranking here. 30 knots, 30 to 35 knots. So nothing really too impressive, but I do want to pull a few soundings if I can. Our moisture could do better, but yeah, I mean, my goodness, we're sitting at like near mid-60 dew points here in Oklahoma and Kansas. So, vorticity looking like, yeah, vorticity is alright. Shear, pretty good. Thursday night, I'm keeping a very close eye on for anything, because we do have storms that do indeed fire out here. And this is the GFS, so I do want to pull a few soundings. Hopefully I don't pull any contaminated soundings. What time is this? 03 Friday. Let's go back a little bit. Let's pull one right here. It's probably going to be contaminated, but we'll see what happens. Wow. Wow. Our shear vectors are looking pretty great out here. Storm Slinky could do a lot better, but we're having a lot of veering with height. A lot of veering, actually. We're getting, I mean, almost due southerlies to southwesterlies and then westerlies aloft. So, and in our low levels, we have a lot of helicity, or storm relative helicity, which could provide a lot of spin for these storms if they do indeed fire, which we're going to have a capping in place, although I am very curious to see how strong that cap is, because, yeah, that's going to be something to keep an eye on here. 3K could do a little bit better. It's at 47. Lap rates are good. Very good shear profile. Really, really good. Really good. Really good. Our effective inflow layer is sitting at 376, so that's really sufficient. So if we do indeed see storms fire, it could be problematic. And we do indeed see storms fire. So, doing a pull is sounding out here, northeastern Oklahoma. again, this is going to be Friday, so we're a little bit days out, but yeah, capping is going to build and strong. Yeah, you could see that 700 millibar warm nose. That's probably going to be the main thing that will probably limit storms from firing or even sustaining. But that's something to definitely keep an eye on. Definitely. I'm pulling out here in northeastern Texas. See if we see any daytime storms develop out here. Yeah, your trough's going to be a little bit late out here in Texas. Either that or your shear's just going to be weak. No, not vorticity. Yeah, your shear is not going to strengthen until, like, right after the sun sets. But we could definitely see something for Thursday or Friday. Wait, what was it? Thursday? Bye. But anyways. Alright, I'm back. Anyways, yeah, Thursday is definitely a day to keep an eye on for trends and any model guidance. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of days that we could see severe weather potential. A lot of days. And March is gonna be an active one. But look at all this. We could see severe weather starting literally. What was this? We could see severe weather start as soon as Tuesday. And consecutive days of severe weather, whether it be minimal or somewhat significant, but one of these days could be significant. I think Thursday could be a pretty solid chance, in my opinion. But I do think that Wednesday could also be another contender. Because I'm going to also pull some soundings. Yeah, Missouri does definitely look like another area to keep an eye on for Wednesday night. Doing a pull sounding out here. Try to pull in at the right time frame. So this is 18Z. Let's go there. Let's go pull in there. Euro 12Z 500 millibar. No comment. Okay, yeah, weird. Mid. Take a look at what Camp just said. European 12Z 500 millibar. How far out are we talking? Oh my days. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. Brother. Brother. Dude. 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 Wow. Definitely um, a very amplified. We're talking, we're talking amplified here. My goodness. I actually want to pull a sounding. What's our moisture? I can't even imagine what our moisture is looking like. Um, dude, dude, bro, we're getting dew points in the mid 60s out here in Wisconsin. You've got to be kidding me. What's our precipitation look like? Uh, yeah, I mean, sheesh. That would definitely provide a severe weather outbreak. That will definitely provide something. For sure. I do want to pull sounding. I'm just gonna pull in it. Well, I can't pull it on this website, but I am very convinced to see what the other models say on this. Uh, wait. How long is this? 240. Okay. What about? Well, we're getting to 18Z GFS, and I don't even know if it goes that far out. This is the 12Z. We're gonna go to 18Z. Okay. Is that the same trough? Let's see. Uh, Definitely less amplified. But, that will still result in some severe weather. Eastern Oklahoma, yet again. Let's see. Um, Really good sounding. Pretty good shear, pretty good cape. Pretty good cape. 3 cape, honestly. Pretty good lapse rates. Okay wind profile. I mean, shoot. This would also lead to a tornado threat, in my opinion. Uh, wow. Yeah, March is going to be an active one, guys. Prepare for some live streams. Some is an underestimate. We could see severe weather every day of March. Like, not every day of March, but as far as how far out the models go. Because, like, brother, yeah, this is not going to stop. As long as we see troughing like this, like, we're just seeing trough after trough. There's one trough, two, three, four. Technically four coming in. If zero output were to happen, tornado outbreak, yeah, automatic tornado outbreak. That would lead to a significant tornado outbreak. What's the GEFS ensembles have to... We're going to 18Z. Oh yeah, guys, we're locked in here. So this is 150 hours out. So yeah, definitely showing that trough there. Let's see. We're just going to watch the GEFS ensembles. See what they show here. Now remember, that was the 12Z Euro. And we're going to actually compare that here. 240. Was it 240 hours out? I can't even... Oh yeah, I mean, definitely a signal. Yeah, signal. Look at that signal, guys. Right there. Right there. So we're just going to keep an eye on trends here. But we can't look ahead of ourselves because we got, what was it? GFS. Let's go back here. We got to look at this trough right here, this shortwave. That's going to result in our severe weather for Wednesday. Vorticity looking like... Oh yeah, Vorticity looking pretty good. Dew points looking pretty good as well. I honestly do think Missouri could be a sleeper threat. Because we do have instability surging that far north too. We have a pocket there of above 1,000 joules per kilogram of instability. Let's see, where is that placement of that slight risk? Yeah, I could definitely see a northern expansion on that. Last night I did mention that northeast expansion, and it did a slight northeast expansion on that, but I could probably see a little bit of more of a northeastward expansion. So, Go back to GEFS ensembles. But yeah, the European output is so insane. You think you could be in the slate? Actually, go back to the GFS. Zoom in here. Uh, hmm. Let's see. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Camp for sure. I do want to compare our troughing here, because I'm really curious if this sped up one bit compared to last night. But I just looked at the 12Z. I didn't even use the 18Z. My goodness. But let's see if that's gonna be anything to keep an eye on. Well, another sounding here. Oh yeah, the 12Z did show that. I did see that camp. Let me go back to that honestly. So that was insane. Yeah, I think I took one at the wrong time. Let me go right there. Yeah, what a sounding. Really good wind profile. A little bit of a warm nose there. Or a, that's where we're seeing our 700 millibar warm nose, which that is resulting in our capping, which could probably limit storms from firing. However, storms do fire before that, which, dude, GFS has shown that. GFS does show that. Uh, dew points. Yeah, I mean, dew points look good. Look at that. Wow, this one looks slightly better. Actually, hold on. No, that one looks better. That has a better wind profile. And a better storm slinky. This one has better cape, though. 12Z GFS has 16 super cell composite. 135 hours out. Okay, we're on 12Z. Let's see. $16. Where are you seeing that? 12Z GFS. 135 hours out. Okay. Where are you seeing 16 at? What day was this? This is for Thursday night. So that was the start I was talking about. Ooh, yeah. Oh, big time warm nose. Big time warm nose. Big time capping. Nothing's gonna fire in that. I'm sorry. Nothing's gonna fire. Well, GFS proved otherwise. Indeed fire. They did indeed fire. Come on. Wow. How do those storms fire in that kind of warm nose? Wow. Oh my days. What is this model doing? Pull sound. No, I can't pull soundings. Bruh, come on now. Let me see it here. NAMM even shows something for tomorrow. Wow. Holy crap. 2000K in this? Are we serious? Anything on a fire? No? Really? That's interesting. Interesting. That's very interesting. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have an issue. We're definitely having an issue here. Shear is barely existent. So this is gonna be a thermodynamic driven threat here. Curious, let me go back at Florida. Let me go to HRRR. Let me see something. Alright, let's take a look at something here. Wow, oh my days, look at that cape. Hodo looks, yeah, ew. Yeah, ew. Ew's in the chat, guys, ew. But, the main takeaway from this live stream, basically, is we're gonna have severe weather for consecutive days. Or possibly. Wow, look at that. HRRR shows something for tomorrow. Yeah, look at that. 6 supercell composite? Are we serious? .3 STP? Are we serious? 1.5 STP? Are we serious? In this kind of environment? Alright then. Very localized. Oh my goodness. Wow. Localized as can be. Hold on. But yeah. We're talking like a very narrow corridor. If any of this were to occur, would this all be elevated? 76? Yeah, probably. That's so satisfying. But yeah, let's see if Forecast Master works. Please work, please work. Yes. What? Major update? What kind of major update are we talking? Yeah. New update, bro. What? Can I play the other update, please? I don't want to play this one. I want to play the other one. Like, can we play the other one? Come out in 2 days. Wow. Man, I gotta wait, don't I? That's cool. But, yeah. So, guess we'll have to wait. But anyways, this is where I'm probably gonna end off on stream here. Very brief live stream. I want to thank you guys tuning in to this live stream. I'll probably be live yet again tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me, guys, and I will see you all in the next piece of content I put out there. Peace.